Obviously, huge weekend, UCLA, USC, battle for first place.
Right. Um, we focus on UCLA right now. We've been practicing very hard. We're making sure that we rebound. And playing physical in practice because we know that they're a very physical team and they like to rebound. They're aggressive. So we're doing our best in practice and we're staying to what we've been doing on this winning streak. And we'll go out there and take care of the business.
How much have they changed since the last time you guys played them?
I think that they're all playing well on the offensive end. Defensively, they've always been pretty good, but I think that their guard and some of their guards have been playing very well and putting their bigs in great positions.
How does kind of a better scoring balance help your game?
Better scoring balance, fun like
More contributors, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was my game tremendously just because of the fact that they're not, they can't double mellow, they can't really focus on me. They got to focus on other guys as well. So it opens up the lane for me. So when I drive, usually, early on in the season when I was driving, they were all collapsing. I couldn't get all the way to the paint. And now I could just drive and kick and make the game easier for myself. And I love it more because we're winning now. So, it's always great.
Has Coach talked about that, bringing where the correlation between winning and balance?
Yes, of course. I mean, you can't have, it takes a whole team. It's not one or two players. You'll get away with it sometimes, but over the course of the season, it's probably not going to be the best shot. So, guys are starting to play well, and we're starting to win better.
How about just the pressure? You're in first place now, and the target's more on you than it's been before.
Right. I don't really see it as pressure, honestly. To be honest, we've been through every emotion. We've been, at the highs, we've been at the lows. So we kind of understand the balance of how it could end up. And, we've been playing really well. So we're just going to take it one game at a time and go out there and, try to play our hardest. But, there's really no pressure. I mean, at the end of the day, we've been putting in a lot of work. And, at the end of the day, I feel like that'll pay off and everything will take care of itself.
What has it been about Tiger Campbell's performance as a freshman that's allowed him to have success in this league against guards like you and Peyton Pritchard and those guys?
Honestly, I really haven't seen him play that much other than, when we played against him. But I just know that he's a very, very good guard. He gets in the paint. He doesn't try too much. He makes the open shots. He makes the right reads. And, that's a point guard one-on-one. So he's a good point guard.
Remy, how do you think just continuing to win these games and you guys build that confidence that you are ready to compete in tournament styles? Just how do you think that this is preparing you for that?
It's the Pac-12 is basically like a tournament style. You play Thursday, you have a day or two rest, then you got to go play again. So that aspect of it, it's always it's always good to have that feel for it, because when you make it to the tournament, it's nothing new. You always know that you have to get recovery. You got to work on the things for the next opponent. So that's great, and it's also the competition. The competition is March Madness quality. So that always helps us.
Remy, I know the most important thing right now, people are looking to see if ASU is in or not in the field of 68, but as you know, the top 25 poll came out. You guys just missed it at number 26. Just a curiosity, is that something Bobby Hurley or just the players are really talking about?
No, not really. Honestly, I just found out not too long ago. I didn't really look forward to that, but obviously it's cool to always have that number next to you. But if we're 26, I mean, we're right there. So I think we just got to take care of business, and at the end of the day, that number will pop up itself. So obviously it's cool. You always want that, but we take care of business this weekend, and that'll take care of itself.
Coach Hurley talked about that after last game about how you guys can go up another level. More specifically, I guess, what is he sort of talking about?
I think, I didn't really hear that, but I think what he's talking about is just more of like we could, when we're down or adversity is hitting us, that we have the ability to turn it around and start making shots and play the game that we know how to play. But I think that he just knows that he has the great confidence in his guys, that no matter what situation that we could overcome it.
What's it like being in first place?
It's the same, man. I don't really know. Like I don't really care for it as long as it at the end of the day, when we are officially first place, to me, at the end of the regular season, that would make me feel probably a lot better. But as of right now, my mindset is just like we're last, honestly.
How important has it been just for the whole team to buy into, that culture that you guys have talked about lately, just pushing each other no matter what in practice? Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but that culture where you guys are buying into each other in practice, and not just getting it from coach, but you as a team, as players, have pushed each other that way.
Oh, that's a huge part of our winning. That guys are starting to figure out what they do best and go out there and try to help the team as much as possible. And it's my job to kind of get guys going, and coach has done a great job of understanding players and what they're best at, and everybody's bought in because they felt the way of winning. When we start winning, you start feeling the love, and how much fans are starting to come out more, and all the attributes that come with winning. You start to feel that as a player, and you don't want it to stop. So you try to do whatever you can to maintain it. So that's been a huge part.
Getting to play against your old high school teammate again, huh? Is that always fun?
Oh, that's always fun. And me and him, we're family for life. Like my whole high school, literally my whole high school, because it's only like a couple hundred kids. Are still friends to this day, and everybody, especially on a basketball team, we've grown up together. We're literally like brothers. We've since 6th to 7th grade we've always been together. So playing against him is always fun, because in practice we always used to go at it, because we used to beat up on teams in our league, so we used to have to go against each other in practice all the time. We had DeVille Ramsey, a 2-time gold medalist, and we had all those guys, and we always used to practice against each other. So we used to talk a little crap. So it's always good.
I got to imagine the scene of Sierra Canyon these days is much different than your days with LeBron.
Oh my God, yeah, it's amazing, man. I love what it's become. I love how I could proudly rep the school and say I went there, but they're doing way bigger things than we ever did. But I'm happy for them, and that's literally, I could say that's the best school I've ever attended. It's just it's not even about basketball. It's just about the students, and the academics is crazy.
Have you seen a Bronny game? Have you been back?
No. I'm looking forward to going though. I think this Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, are you? Oh, good.
I'm thinking about it, depending on what our schedule is. But I never see them play. I only see them from afar, from the TV and stuff. But I'm happy to to watch them and be proud of what they're doing.
How valuable has Bobby's confidence in you guys been throughout this win streak and this process?
Oh, it's crazy, man. A coach that has so much confidence of every single individual on a team is very rare. Usually I hear, players from other teams say, coach really only has confidence in one or two guys, and you start to hear those things from other guys, and you start to cherish and you start to value where I'm at. How coach is, so positive, and always wants the best for not only myself but for the whole team. And when you have a coach like that, that's wanting the best for literally every single person on the team, it ups the level.
Do you think as a fellow guard, he has a better idea of the ebbs and flows of the position? Of
course, man. He's the best guard ever to ever play. And you don't really get that unless you have the flow, you have the ability to read stuff, and he still has that. Even if he's not playing on the court, he could see it, and he calls a play, we run it, we score. He's just a great mentor, great coach, and great person.
Guys, good. We got Bobby.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Mark.